More about money and inflation now. Around the world, prices of things are rising more than normal, and more worrying is that prices keep going up.
He says around the world, and normal. So are pronounced like this in British pronunciation, particularly in RP accent. Okay, God is normal, and the world. Okay, they're not pronouncing like American. Okay, there are and normal, not like this, not like a robot. Okay, it is very natural.
Up.
Two things in particular are increasing in
Yeah,
price.
two thing in particular, two thing, ta. The T will be pronounced like ta, not da. No two things, two things in particular. So here's the special grammar or pronunciation that when the R it will come at the end of the word. So most of the cases it will be removed. It will be silent. Okay, like particular, driver, grammar, and so on. Got it or not?
Price. Energy, like gas and electricity, and
Here he says energy, not energy. So in British pronunciation, most of the time R will be silent.
food. These are things we need and depend on. So, what's causing the rises?
There seem to be two main reasons.
So, what's causing the rises?
Yeah. Also, she says that what causes rises, not what. And also, sometimes the British they pronounce the what you name or what you name. Got it? Both way are correct.
There seem to be two main reasons: the COVID pandemic and the war in Ukraine,
Yeah,
which is
he says COVID. So the C will be pronounced like COVID-19, COVID-19, and war R will be silent. War in Ukraine, because the R, if it come at the end of the words, it will be silent. It won't be pronounced in RP accent.
has reduced the supply in things we need. And when things are in short supply, available in limited quantities, prices go up.
The BBC World Service Programme,
Limited quantities, prices go up.
the BBC World
Here, this is prices go up. Prices go up. So when R will be followed, when the consonant will be followed by an R, that's when after a consonant R will come. So the consonant will include a U sound. It is an extra U sound. So that's why you should say grammar, price, not price, grammar, okay, grammar, English grammar, and price. Okay, got it?
Service Programme, The Real Story, discussed this in much more detail. One expert, economist, writer, and broadcaster, Linda Yu, explained how price rises could be around for a while.
Yeah, could be around. So it's called a connected speech. Connected speech could be, and around. It could be around. So, if you say like this, could be around. So it's not natural spoken. Okay. So if you want to speak naturally, then you'll have to connect that and link two words. Okay. Could be around, not could be around. Okay, got it or not? It's called the connected speech. Could be around. So it's one like this. Be around. So here you see that two words, be and around. So in British pronunciation in RP accent, so this kind of pronunciation they call it connected speech. That's mean you should pronounce the two words like one word. Okay, so be around, it will be around, be around. So so that it was the same word. Okay, so the two word, it will be pronounced like a single word. Okay, so this kind of pronunciation it called the connected speech. Be around. So here when there will be a be and around like this, be and it is written in IPA like this, be and are around. So and around it will be written like this, are uh, yeah, this one, around. Yeah, be around when there will be a vowel e or like this sound and around it, so there will be an extra e sound between these connected speech. Okay, it's called a vowel to vowel uh, connect. Okay, vowel to vowel linking. Yeah, so that's why be around, it will be around, be around. Okay, that's great. Let's see what is next.
Even if you take out some of these
Prices could be around for a while.
Yeah,
The U explained how price rises could be around for a
yeah,
while.
could be around, could be around. So like one word, it's called a connected speech.
even if you take out some of these volatile
Yeah,
items like
even if, not even if, even if, not even if, even if. It is called a connected speech. Here also I applied connected speech. So it's making your sound more smooth and more natural and more British. You will be fluent and your pronunciation will be so natural. Okay, try to adopt this kind of pronunciation grammar and apply in your daily spoken English.
food and energy, the sustained price increases that we've had, it is actually getting
Yes, sustain and price increases. So when there will be K or G sound after N sound, so the N, its pronunciation will be like ung, like Anushar in Bengali. Okay, let's listen again.
passed through. The sustained price increases that we've had,
Yeah, she says increase, because after N there is a K sound, then the N will be ing. So be careful during our pronunciation and speaking English. Okay, it's work like this.
it is actually getting passed through into how companies price their goods and services. And that's where it gets extremely worrying, because that suggests that even if energy prices, food prices come down, we could have inflation now in the system. And I think that for advanced economies is worrying. For developing countries, that's hugely worrying.
Linda Yu used some interesting language there. She talked about food and energy being volatile
Yeah, food and energy. Listen again.
items. Language there. She talked about food and energy being volatile items. Something that's volatile is unpredictable and can change suddenly. And that's what we've experienced with food and energy prices.
Yes, and she said these
And that's what we've experienced with food and energy prices.
Yes, and
Yeah, food and energy prices.
And that's what we've experienced with food and energy prices.
yes,
Food and energy prices. Food and, not food and energy. So it's called connected speech. So there are a lot of connected speech used in British pronunciation. So you should be aware of. Okay. Food and energy prices. Energy, not energy. Hope you got it.
yes, and she said these price increases have been sustained.
Yeah. Also, she says their price increase, not increase, increase.
So continuing at the same level for a long period
Yeah,
of
she says continue, not continue, continue. K. The pronunciation will be ka, like in Bengali, not ka. It will be ka.
time. But Linda Yu says that even if energy and food prices eventually come down,
Yeah, even if, not even if, even if, even if, no, even if. So the even and if they will be pronounced n and I like one word. Okay, even if. Okay, like even if, like one word, it will be pronounced. So this kind of even if, so it's called the consonant vowel linking. As it is a part of the connected speech. Okay, so connected speech so work like this. Like one word, it pronunciation will be. So try to catch the matter.
companies will pass on the extra costs they've already faced by charging more for their goods and services.
And this could cause inflation.
Yeah, service. Because after a long vowel, most of the cases after a long vowel in a British pronunciation and in RP accent, the R will be silent and will not be pronounced. So that's why service member, military personnel, not person, not person. Okay, I hope you got it.
There's that word again. Continuing price rises aren't good for anyone, but especially for people in
Yeah, continue, not continue. So try to learn the words that's used daily and that used most of the cases. That is very important. So these kind of words the most used. So try to learn the British pronunciation and try to apply it in the words that is used most of the cases, and then your learning will boost. Okay, because the word are frequently used, so it is easy to remember because it is in daily life you face this word. Okay,
developing economies, countries
so he says,
which have anyone, but especially for people in developing economies.
yeah, he says develop, not develop, developing. So you should copy them. Okay, and listen and try to copy them. uh, let's see, let's listen to one more time.
Rises aren't good for anyone, but especially for people in developing economies.
Yeah, developing, not develop.
Countries which have industry that's less developed and have lower living standards.
Another possible consequence of inflation is recession. This economic term describes a situation where a country's production starts going down, people's incomes go down, and unemployment goes up. This all sounds like a very bleak economic outlook. So,
Yeah, sounds, the pronunciation of S is very important, okay? So try to pronounce S and L and T and K. So it is a very beginner level of pronunciation rule, and try to capture those and uh, make a habit to use in your daily life and in your everyday English speaking. Okay, it is very easy, and try to listen more and more and try to practice and use those rules as in these English words that you speak with in daily life. Okay, let's see what is next.
what can be done?
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
she says what can be done. What, it's a glottal T here. It's a glottal stop. So she didn't say what can be done, or she says what can be done. What you name? What can I do for you? So like this is try to you also try to use like these sentences in every day, especially their word what instead of what. Okay, and also you can use the watch. It also in RP accent it used and applied.
the million-dollar question, and economists are trying to work it out. Speaking on the Real Story programme, economist Vicky Price gave an overview of how to control inflation.
One of the things that actually is most effective is by slowing down demand. And if you increase interest rates, what you do is you discourage people from borrowing, whether they're individuals or whether they are businesses. And of course, the economy starts slowing down.
So, she says what is most effective, meaning what works well and gets the best results, is slowing down demand, meaning what works well and gets the best results.
Yeah, also he says what no what. Okay, try to copy them.
Is slowing down demand. Increasing interest rates can do this because people will borrow. Slowing down demand. Increasing interest rates
Yeah, he says increasing, not increasing. Increasing. So try to copy them. Increasing. Because after n sound, if the sound k or g come, then the n changes into ung. So increasing.
can do this because people will borrow less money. Interest rates are fees banks and financial institutions charge you for borrowing money.
And if we borrow less money, we buy fewer things.
Charge you for borrowing money.
And if we borrow less,
Yeah, she says and if we, no, and if we. Okay, so it's called connected speech. So and if we, okay. So in connected speech, one word, two words or more words, two or more than two words, if they connect with a connected speech rule, so all of them pronounced like in one word. Okay, and if we, no, and if we, if you say like this, so it is out of connected speech rule. But connected speech rule work like this. Okay, two words or more than two words, you can connect in a single word sound. It's called connected speech. Okay, hope you got it.
money, we
Institutions charge you for borrowing money.
and if we borrow less money,
one more
we
time.
buy fewer things.
for borrowing money.
And if we borrow less money,
Yeah,
we
and
buy
if
fewer.
we, and if we, no, and if we. So here's the simple trick to catch the British pronunciation, particularly the RP accent, so often regarded as a standard form of English accent across the world. So this kind of tiny rules are applied. So if you try to separate their pronunciation and to learn then how it actually going on, then you should learn British pronunciation. So there is no alternative way to learn pronunciation rules and to listen a lot to BBC News and BBC radio program. Okay, thank you so much and thank you for joining. Okay, so I look forward to reconnecting with you in our upcoming sessions. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day ahead. Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.